Hey folks, I'm Shel Hartzer, and I'd like to welcome you to the inaugural issue of Whining About Pest Control. Today I want to talk about a very classic pest, the German cockroach. And since this is an inaugural episode, what better way to celebrate than with a very classic champagne? So cheers. Let's talk about the infamous German cockroach. As most of you know, this pest strikes fear in people when it's found inside. Introductions can quickly become infestations when they go undetected. What makes this cockroach so different from some of the other pest species of cockroach is that it can develop much faster. We're talking in as little as 60 days if conditions are totally perfect. And with that too, they have twice as many eggs per egg sac, about 30 eggs per egg sac, which the other species have much less. So those populations can very quickly get to those infestation levels. Aside from just eating our food and defecating on food surfaces, these insects are implicated in numerous health issues. They cause allergies, especially in multifamily housing. They can spread foodborne pathogens like E. coli and Salmonella. Studies have even shown that German cockroaches can carry multiple drug-resistant bacteria. So it's not just that yuck factor, it's also a this could potentially make you sick factor. Of course, the key question is here, what do we do about this? Finding those German cockroaches early before they spread to a wide area is going to make this process easier. Whether you have a small localized infestation or a widespread one, the treatment process is still going to be similar, just on a much different scale. So let's talk about baiting. When baiting for cockroaches, you have to get that bait to the right places so those cockroaches pick it up, bring it back to their little hiding spots, and share it with all their little cockroach friends. This is important because so many individual cockroaches are back there hiding and basically feeding off the few that are out there foraging. So those foraging individuals need to pick up the bait, take it back, and share it. If you don't get the bait to near where they're foraging, they're going to feed on something else, closer food sources, and not your bait. So get the bait close to where those populations are, where you see the adults. One more tip here, make sure you are using enough bait. Of course, always read and follow the label of the pesticide you're using. Follow the label. Then make sure there's enough bait for all those foraging cockroaches to feed on. I know this is a little bit tricky because you never really know exactly how many cockroaches are feeding or how many are teeming back in their hiding spots. But if you don't put enough bait down, the cockroaches run out of that bait to feed on, and then they go back to feeding on whatever else they were, not your bait. Repeat visits with additional baiting are going to be needed to reapply that bait and get it to those areas where cockroaches still are. Remember, this problem did not start last night. You're not going to solve the problem in one night. It will take time, additional treatments, and extra sanitation to get this problem under control. And I know some of you are saying, but Shel, you haven't talked about monitoring, you haven't talked about liquid treatments, IGRs, and you are absolutely right. That will be a future whining about pest control episode, so stay tuned for that. In the meantime, if you want to whine about some pest issues you're having, reach out to me, see how I can help you. Cheers.